Don't matter.
What up, da? We are live right here on Who-Bangin Sports. What up, though, Don Ricci? I hope you're all safe out there, man. I know the snow is either there or it's coming and it's cold. Shout out to all
Who's
my
here?
dudes. Shout out to
It's
all my
here.
guys all around that's in those weather conditions, man. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, and I hope y'all internet don't go out.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be the worst part of it. Snow blowing is one thing. Shoveling is one thing. No internet? Oh, my God. Or no electricity? Jeez. I'd lose my brain.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out
So
to
how's
the
everything going? Crazy day yesterday, man. All those goddamn games. I got out by the
man.
skin of my teeth yesterday.
I did pretty good yesterday. I was just going time period from time period. I started off good, then I got a little rocky, then I finished strong. But you know, the degenerate gambler in me kind of tossed away some money playing late night, nothing to do with the Hawaii game. So I gave a little bit back, but it's all good. I didn't put any plays out yesterday other than in our personal chat.
Yeah, me either. Yeah,
Whoa!
me
Shout
either.
out to Razor Sharp, man. Razor Sharp in the chat. Shout out to Razor. He says shout out to
Good
everybody.
morning, Mr. Razor. How we doing today? Hope
Great,
everything's
great.
good. Let us know what your plays are. So we'll hit some football. There's only 6 college basketball games today, and I only got 3 bets anyhow, and we have a big football game day, a big football day today. So we'll hit those 2 games also, and that'll be it. Like I was saying about yesterday, I gave away a little bit of money betting live yesterday, getting impulsive. Those impulsive live bets get me sometimes.
Me
Something
too.
more times than not. I gotta stay away from that.
And you know that's one thing that a lot of cappers probably wouldn't share with you, but here we're a lot different.
You know
But
me. We share
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
wins and losses, everything. Go ahead. What are you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Those live bets usually take most cappers under because I mean it's just especially when you're having a good day, you're like, hey, all right, let's see how good the day is, and live you live for another day, right? That's how it goes, man.
Live for another day.
Uh, but you want to get
That
into
is
this
true.
first game right here? I'm gonna do the banners as we go. We got this first one
Yeah.
right here. Are you
Yeah. Go
doing
ahead.
anything with this one?
Yeah. FAU South Florida. Yes. I did. I do have. All right. Let me get my stuff together here. I did bet Florida Atlantic plus 5.5 at minus 121. Um, these two teams are pretty evenly matched in a bunch of ways. I mean, they both play real fast. The Florida Atlantic, I think, is like 73rd in the country in points in total points per possession, and I think South Florida, I believe, is number 2 in that same category. So they are going to run the court, that's for sure. But I like Florida Atlantic in this game. I think they're going to bounce back a little bit. I thought the total was a little high in the game also. I think that favors Florida Atlantic. What I got is they have an edge in points per possession. They have an edge in AAC play. They're 6-2 in the first half. There's a public lean towards them, but it's really kind of both. I see 4.5s popping up now. I took 5.5 at Bet Rivers. I see Bet MGM now at 4.5. I see DraftKings at 4.5. So the line's going down a little bit. I'm with FAU in this game for the full game. And I might, before we're done, I might add the total in this game, but I'm on this game full game.
So
Plus
look
5.5.
right here,
Go ahead.
like it line opened up at 4.5. It's up at 6.5 in some places. I have right here.
You see 6.5? Jesus, I see the opposite way. Wow.
I see Beeson, Greg Peterson, FAU.
Oh yeah,
Plus,
I'm talking about but that's the opening line when he put. I'm just saying with the books, I'm seeing 4.5 and 5.
oh, it's
5.5.
down to 4.5. Okay, well
Yeah.
that's
Greg says to play it up until 6. Yeah, I seen that. But go ahead.
So Sports Gambler says USF the cover 53 to 60% probability, and team rankings lean to the overs 165.5 right here. I'm kind of off this game. I would take if I could get that 6.5 or 6. I would take that, but now the line is all bitten down some. Um, so I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave that
that's
one.
why I liked Florida Atlantic. I took it. They took a little bit of money, and that's why I grabbed them a little bit. But I probably wouldn't have took them at the 4.5. When I seen the 5.5, I took them. But anyhow, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But
So let me see here. Let me get into it. Let me get into next
you
game.
kind of cut your voice is cutting out like your wire isn't.
Oh yeah, I'm probably
There you
breaking up.
go. Now, yeah, there you
That
go.
better? Take
Yeah,
some
that's
more.
great. That is great.
You got
Yeah, see,
anything
I
on
kind of
St.
had a feeling that
Francis?
game.
St. Francis
No,
and New
what
Haven
game?
right here. St.
No, I
Francis
don't even.
and New Haven.
I don't even have that on my cards. I didn't
Oh,
even
you
see
didn't get
it.
that one?
I don't think they're playing.
I got it right
They
here.
might not be playing. Yeah, them. I don't know. I don't have them at all. They're not. They're not
Yeah,
listed at all.
let me check.
That
Let me
might have
check
been a game
that.
that got postponed. You got to realize a lot of these games played yesterday. A lot of these games played Friday. You know, we were talking about how they doubled up, how there was early games Friday afternoon because of the weather. So that might. I didn't see that game
Oh
listed. Not that I'm
It's
be
postponed.
wrong.
I see it. I see it right here.
Yeah,
Post
yeah.
on ESPN. Postponed. New Haven and St. Francis. Postponed. Purdue, Fort Wayne, and IU. So yeah, a couple. In case anybody didn't know, a couple games got postponed right there. I'm glad I didn't even go through capping that game. So
Yeah, really.
you know, but let's see here. Let me
What
get
about
this.
USC Wisconsin? I know we're on the opposite sides of that. Let's go over that one.
Go ahead, USC, Wisconsin. I like the over in that one. Um, my thing says there's an efficiency gap with Wisconsin. Basically, kind of saying that Wisconsin is just a more quality team for USC to play. USC on the road, and that's the whole thing about USC being in the Big Ten is the whole travel factor, and they're trying to overcome that. I could imagine that they're going to try to overcome, that. And the only way to do it against this Wisconsin team is to try to shoot with them. And to me, I say the number kind of it's a high over too, but I say the number kind of telltales the sign because of the team total for Wisconsin. I think it's like 84 or something like that. And
Wow.
so
So
it's
I
telling
got
you
something totally different. Holy
what you
man.
got on that one.
We're definitely on the opposite sides of that one. I took under 160 and now 159s are popping up. Um I got Wisconsin winning this game like 77-71.
Yeah, I think I got 161 in my book. Let me triple check.
I took 160, but I'm now the three books that I had open up, DraftKings, BetMGM, and BetRivers, all had 160, and now I grabbed it on BetRivers and BetMGM and DraftKings just went to 159. I bet the over, and I'm also going to bet the first half for Wisconsin. Wisconsin has a big edge in the first half. They they're 6-1 in the first half. They dominate the conference in the first half, and the line is what is the line here for the first half? Now it's up to -4.5. It was 3.5, so it's getting a little big there. So I might
I
maybe stay away from that side. But go
I
ahead. What were you gonna
I
say?
I feel like USC is gonna play Chase. I think that's the only thing is to go out there and try to play Chase, and that could be the only thing to tip it over. So I don't know.
What kind of team total you have on them
Team total for that game.
for USC?
Let me see what my book is saying because my book is a whole point, almost 2 points off. If people get 159, you know, I'm gonna have
But
to talk to
what's the
them.
team total you got for USC?
That's what I'm trying to get right now. I didn't take the team total. They have USC at 76, and they have Wisconsin at 84.
Wow. All right.
What they got at your book?
I'm going there right now. I'm looking
And
right now.
it must have just dropped because I bet this probably not even 30 minutes ago. And I got 161 and it's down to 159.5.
Yeah, and I got 160. 160 and a half. It's always a half. it's
That's
never
crazy.
it's never it's never not.
That
As you guys can tell, we're capping on the fly here. You can take off that St. Francis New Haven game on the bottom. Take that sucker off. Yeah. And let's go to total points first half. I got Wisconsin. Oh, and I was just looking at the first half. For the full game, let's see. We got Wisconsin, USC 74.5. They got Wisconsin 83.5, minus 136. Wow. So Bet Rivers has the team total over 83.5. When I did my capping and I checked it with a couple different lines, like Peterson has to take Wisconsin under from 160 to 156. He has. The model that I run that I made up has Wisconsin winning 77-71, but Bet Rivers has what you're saying, the team total over 83.5. So this game is all over the place, if you ask me. So I'm just sticking with my one original bet under 160 and see what happens. Like I said, it's a short day. I'm only going to take 3 games. And who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm not going to chase these games. I'm not going to worry about these games at all. I'm just going to do it that way. That's the best way to do it today. With all these cancellations, with all this weird stuff going on, and it's. I think yesterday affected the game. Yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Did you happen to make a play on Oregon and Washington?
No. No, I didn't make a play on that one.
I mean, it was kept saying Washington to cover, but I don't know. It's just too close. Like that's almost like a little rival. You know, those are kind of like in neighboring areas. So I'm kind of fall back on that one.
I mean, at this point, Oregon's up to plus 9.5. I mean, I definitely wasn't going to take Washington at that price. That's for sure. You know.
Yeah. Well, this one right here. This is one of my favorite ones today. I don't know if you
go ahead
here, but this is probably my favorite game of the day. This Evansville game. This one is just a classic fade. This is a fade right here on the inefficiencies of Evansville. Not only have they one of the lowest offensive efficiencies, they also have the lowest field goal percentage, and they also don't take care of the ball a lot. And I've been noticing that's been a formula for disaster, and I got quite a few blowout wins this weekend because of those two things combined together. Bad ball handling and bad field goal shooting. That means that you're really struggling to put points up on the board. So I like SIU in that one, and I also like the Evansville under 60.5 team total. This
okay.
This Southern Illinois team defense, on top of their bad shooting, on top of their on top of their not being able to take care of the ball, it's just a whole bunch of ways to jump on SIU in this one. So that's one of my favorite one of the day. SIU minus the points. I think I got 4.5, and under 60.5.
You have what was the under? The team total under 60. Yeah. I'm also on that game. I took the full game under 140. I'm basically what you were saying. I'm kind of on that same length that you were saying. That's what is it? 60? You said that team total?
60, yeah, 60.5.
Wow. Well, I hope that hits because then this game will definitely be under.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
They struggled in the past with teams with worse defenses. They struggled to score 50 and 60 points. So this is the
without a
team
doubt.
with a top 100 defense that they're facing, and they should really put it on them right there.
No, you're definitely right there. I mean, the way I had it out, I had the final score with them scoring 63. So you're right there. It's a 1 3-pointer, either way. So you basically, I'm on the same. My thing pretty much correlates with yours as far as your team total 60 and a half. Just need one of those threes to miss. That's it. But yeah, I get it.
Anything on this Chicago State Mercerhurst game?
Mid-major edge. We have a mid-major edge. The best angle in this game is that I got when I ran it was SIU full game -4 or less. So I don't know which also correlates to what you were saying, really.
Yeah.
And then right now, Bet MGM has a -3.5. What does DraftKings have them? Is Razor still in the chat? Is he on any college basketball games?
You know what? I got all mixed up here. But go ahead. I'm not on the under 60.
No,
I thought it was a bad number I gave out right there. I'm on the under 60 team. I'm on the under 60 team total in this game right here for the Chicago State Merchants. And this is another.
Oh, that's the game you're on the team total under.
Yeah, and this is
okay.
I'm on the under full game and SIU with you on that SIU game. My bad. I do apologize. I got a lot of things in front of me, even though they wait till you only get 6 cards on the board and you mix them up.
It still makes it a pain. It's still hard, man. And I'm always rushing on a Sunday. No matter how I know, like me and you've been trying to streamline our capping a little bit and trying to get some, let the computer do some work, but I still always up to the edge, man. No matter what, even though it takes me a little bit quicker to cap these games lately, I still am always under the wire. I took SIU -3.5, -105 at DraftKings, and I also took under 140.5 for the game for that one.
I took the same exact bet.
Okay, there you go. Either great minds think alike. Listen, we go. Me and you go with the ship, or we sink with the ship. That's the way it goes, man.
And then
your screen. We can hear you, DJ, but your screen froze.
Oh yeah, I keep leaning back.
Not that it matters. I'm just saying your screen, your pretty face is still up there, but yes, the screen showed. Now, when I ran my model this morning, the 3 games that popped up was the Wisconsin, was the Florida Atlantic, and the third one was the Chicago State Mercy game. You took Chicago State team total under. Is that the correct bet for that?
I took Chicago State team total under 60.5, and I also took Mercerhurst -10. I didn't really want to lay the 10, but I was kind of winning yesterday, laying big numbers. I was the big number king yesterday. So I'm gonna continue to lay these big numbers, chasing these inefficiencies. These inefficiencies are, they're showing true to the game in a lot of aspects. Like I said, especially when it comes to ball control and bad shooting. Like those two is a bad combination. You know what I mean? And then if the other team has even a little bit of a defense, here comes a blowout. And a couple of these games I watched, it wasn't always pretty. It wasn't a start to finish blowout. Some of them went down. But
you hit some of those big ones yesterday. You hit some of those big stuff.
Yeah, you gotta let efficiencies run all the way out. It's an efficiency. It's a total rate over a whole period of time. You can't judge it from the beginning. You really have to wait to the end for the efficiencies to line up to be true.
Right.
So some of this stuff, I was down 6 points before half and all that, and they came out blowout wins due to inefficiencies. Like basically, if you can't handle the ball, you're not going to get up as many shots. You're limiting yourself to the amount of shots you can make simply by not being able to take care of the ball. So if you're not taking care of the ball like 20% of the time and stuff like that, you're giving half the game away. You better be able to shoot on the other half to even balance it out. If you can't shoot and you only giving up like Air Force, they got blew out. I thought it was a -23.5 yesterday. They can't hold on to the ball, and they don't shoot well. So it was no way out, and they lost by almost 40. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where we at with that one.
And the day before, you did the same thing. You hit Michigan that -18. You hit
Yeah.
You hit a couple of those the last 2 days.
And
That's a good job.
I hit Duke.
On this. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, Duke also. That's right. That's right.
Shout out to the chat. Nunya
What
said,
I did in this game is I took. Go ahead.
no, I'm just giving up some
Let me
love.
go on there now. There we go.
We got Wine Time in here, man.
Don Play in the house. There's Don
The
Play.
house. Yep. X Snizzle came through, said, don't forget about
Don
the
Play.
TGL
Don't forget about the what?
The TGL tomorrow. They're doing the TGL.
Don't forget about what?
The golf show.
Oh yeah, right. The golf thing. So, Don, I have an answer to your question, and how I learned about this was through our old buddy Noli Knows, who I'm sure you remember well. The best time to bet, I think the live bet is a minute before the first half, 2 minutes or less before the first half ends. I think once it's the second half, you better give it up. What I do is that's when if I'm going to put a live bet in for the total on this, usually I won't take a side. I'll take a total, a team total, or I'll take the game total as a live bet, more so than a side bet. I seem to not do well with those, but I do better with those team totals. Even 5-6 minutes left in the first half with a team total, you can kind of gauge how these teams are going. Sometimes the first 5 minutes they'll score 20, 25 points. Then the next 5 minutes they'll score, less than that. So you can't base it on the first 5 minutes. Once you go with 15, 16 minutes in the first half, it's a good time to put a bet in for the team total. For a side or a total for the full game, I think closer to the first half, you're going to get the best number. Same thing in baseball. It was what do you always used to say in baseball, DJ? Before the end of the fourth inning, right? Before the fifth inning, put that live bet in, right? Yeah, bottom of the fourth. So, and listen, when I reference another capper, it's because they're very good at what they do. So I don't just throw names out, and that's somebody that is a good capper and that has been on that live stuff for a while, even for a long time. And as we know, he was always our man to make unders great again, which I kind of follow that mantra. I bet if I look at my plays, I got way more unders than overs. That's for sure.
We could talk all day about that topic.
Yeah.
But let's jump into some of this NFL right here. We got the NFL.
I'm just saying about that. NFL. Let's hit the NFL. Okay. We got a game at 3:30, right? We got a game. First game is what? What's the first game? Patriots?
New England and Denver, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
I like Denver in this situation. It could all be a hoax or some crazy stuff, but it's a lot of reason to buy into Denver, even though they don't have the quarterback. The backup, he hasn't been, he doesn't have that much tape out on him. There's all type of things, advantages to Denver. Bo Nix throws really, really hard. He has a lot of incompletions because the guys can't catch his ball. So there's going to be some receivers that's used to this guy or work better with this guy, and they may not have planned for those guys. They may get away with some stuff. I kind of like a sneaky over in this one for some reason, like kind of contrarian over, even though it just looks too much like a stand-up under game with this young New England team and this Denver team with this great defense. So I don't know. This young New England, if one of them starts scoring early and they trade scores, at any rate, this thing goes over really quick. But I don't know. I haven't put nothing in yet. I like Denver. If I'm gonna take them, I might as well take the points, or I could just say I'm gonna just take the Denver on the money line to have some value to it. But I don't know. Where you at with the game, Dom?
Well, I would like to know what the weather is in Denver. Are they getting any of these weird storms that are going on? Because Denver sometimes gets some crazy storms. I was going to check the weather. Weather in Denver. I like the Broncos. I liked them from the start. I liked them from the start of the playoffs, actually. We talked about the drop-off between Stidham and Bo Nix. Bo Nix is still young. He really hasn't proved himself, so you really can't make that comparison. The comparison you got to make is Denver the way is the comparison isn't Stidham against Bo Nix. To me, it's Stidham against Stroud last week and how he played against the Patriots. And I think the Houston would have ran away with that game if they would have put Mills in that goddamn game. They should have put him in the second half. Stroud gave up four interceptions, 4 turnovers in the first half. No one's winning that game. Even maybe not the Jets, but almost any team in the league was going to lose that game. The Patriots will be, Houston was losing to everybody that day, no matter what. And when I see that, I just think that Patriots might be up against it. They're finally playing a team that's pretty healthy, except for the quarterback, we know, but a team they've played a lot of teams this year, the Patriots, you could only play who's in front of you, but they played a lot of they had a soft schedule, put it that way. And in the playoffs, I think they got away with a couple lucky breaks by who they played and the way those teams played. Now, sometimes you're causing that team to play bad, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the Patriots. I'm not a disgruntled Jet fan, trust me. I like May. I think he's really good, and I love the coach. I wish Vrabel came to the Jets. So you can make a case for all 4 of these teams and 4 of these games, but I like Denver. I took Denver when the line first came out, and at plus 4.5, I got them. So maybe not I think when it opened up, it was 5.5. But and some money came in on Denver. The one thing I did notice is that one thing I did notice quickly is in the past, Sean Payton has always done well with his backups. He in New Orleans, I looked up where Drew Brees was out 11 games one season, and the next season he was out 5 games. And with the backups they had at the time, Jameson Winston, Bridgewater, I think they only lost 2 games. They went like 9-2 or something like that. So he's always done well with the backups, is my point. This kid Stidham's only had 4 starts, but he's been in the system for the last couple of years. So I don't know. I don't know if the drop off is as big as a lot of people made it out to be. I like Denver at home. They stayed home. They've been home for the last few weeks. Let's get the Broncos into the Super Bowl.
Get the Broncos into the Super Bowl.
I forgot about that. They added that stuff.
Some props for you guys. I got some props.
Oh, boy, wine. I'm sorry. Say that again, buddy. You're breaking up.
Well, yeah, we both was breaking up.
It's like your wire is out or something.
I don't know what's.
Yeah, there you go. This up boy Wine Time Sports 8477. I texted him yesterday, told him he's always welcome to come on any show on the Sunday. Today wasn't a great show to come on anyway, but hopefully next Sunday make some time for his wine and come on. 50 days to March Madness, by the way. So these next couple of weeks are going to be some real interesting college basketball, not to jump off the football subject. But there we go.
But
what are you going to say about the game?
I have a couple prop bets. I'm not taking them. It's just a suggestion. My motto is Drake May over 3.5 sacks. This one was kind of inflated. It's off of that last game where he's averaging 5 sacks in the playoff games. But they were in bad conditions and a whole bunch of other factors. But the weather is a little cold, maybe a little snow or something out there in Denver as well. So that's going to be an effect today for that game. So
it could be.
I'm going to stay away from that.
Both teams are used to it. I mean, to me, the snow really doesn't affect the overs. It's always the wind. But you got to say that both teams are used to bad weather, so that might not be such a fact. I mean, it is New England. But I seen a bet that I like a lot that was being touted a lot on VSiN, matter of fact, was the first quarter under. I think it was 7.5. They expect this game to come out slow, which makes sense. You think they're going to want Denver, you think they're going to want to get Stidham, comfortable. I mean, he hasn't played, like I said, in a while. He's only had 4 starts. So he's going to have to, they're going to have to try to get him a couple short passes, maybe get him comfortable, unless Peyton pulls a real switch and just starts bombing it as soon as he comes the first play of the game. Everybody's expecting Stidham to hand it off, to get comfortable, and he throws a friggin' 30-yard bomb, But You never know. But that total is a tough one. That number's tough, DJ. That might be something we do live. Was it 43? It's not a bad teaser number. So I got bet MGM open. The Broncos are down to 3.5. So money has come in during the week on the Broncos. Just to put it out there. I would think, if anything, the first half might be low scoring. But I didn't put no prop bets in or nothing. I do have a bet. I'm going to look it up. I have a bet in. But go ahead. What are you going to say?
Jump to the next one. The Rams in Seattle. This game is like a total coin flip to me. I don't know. Line them up. Would you take the sheep versus a seagull? Or, I mean, almost anything could figure this game out. These guys play each other so much throughout the years. Anything can happen in this game, I think. But where the ball bounces, I don't know. I think a lot of that mumbo jumbo about the quarterback and they health and all that stuff.
Where it goes, no one knows.
Yeah, we don't know. So I don't know. Maybe just a play on the total or something on that one. A lot of people on the under. Maybe if the first game goes under, I'll go for it over in this game. But I don't know. I'm off of that game so far too. How about you?
Yeah, I like the Rams, and I'm a Sam Darnold fan. Like I've talked before, I followed him since he was got drafted by the Jets and lost me all sorts of money that year. But I followed his career and watched him get better and better. I think he did well this year, but he has that oblique injury that I think they're kind of trying to not talk about. They played each other 2 times, I believe, this year already, and they split. Seattle got a little lucky in that game that they won the first game. I kind of like the Rams in this game. I just think when it's said and done, they keep on just winning these games. They're not playing well. They've been on the road. They've had no rest. But they just keep on finding ways to win. And I just think they're the better team overall, the better quarterback. I guess the better coach, the more experienced coach for sure. I mean, the coach in Seattle did a hell of a job this year. For some reason, though, my boy Sam has not done so great in when it's in the big games. He really hasn't. But listen, trends are made to be broken. I found my bet. I took the Denver plus 4.5, and I took a parlay. Denver and the Rams at plus 244. And I also put in a 9-1 that the Super Bowl is going to be the Rams and Denver. Those are the 3 bets I have put in. Playoff dogs are 47-26 against the spread, 64%, with a 25% return on investment since 2017. Playoff dogs with a line move in their favor, like the Broncos, are 21-11, 66% ATS, with a 27% ROI since 2017. One more little caveat, playoff home dogs. Again, the Denver Broncos are 3-1 against the spread this postseason and 12-3 against the spread. 80% cover since 2017 with a 56% ROI. There you go. That's what I got as far as that stuff's concerned. Denver has an additional betting system value as a dog in low total games, low total games are considered 44 points and under. They're at 43.5 right now with the fewer amount of expected points scored, let me read that again. Denver has additional betting system value as a dog in low total games with the fewer amount of expected points scored, making it harder for the favorite to cover. I mean, that's kind of common sense. That's a stupid thing. I'm sorry I read it. That total went up from 41 to 43.5, by the way. At DraftKings, the over is taking 44% of the bets, 68% of the dollars. At Circa, pretty much the same, 42%, 62% of the dollar. And that's what I got for you. I read all this stuff on VSiN. There's one guy called Josh Applebaum. I like to give everybody their credit, who always puts out articles every day about the splits. he does his capping based solely on money and solely on splits. To me, I and he's not it's not like he wins any more or less than anybody else, but it's just that's what how he caps. That's what it's comfortable with, and just another way of capping. So I never put down anybody's capping the way they cap, but that's what he does. So once in a while in these big games, I like to go look him up and see what he has to say. AFC NFC championship games overs in general are 25 and 16, 61% since 2004. There you go. If any of that helps, no, it doesn't. It's all bullshit. Seattle opened up as 2.5-point favorites. They 2.5, right? 74% of the spread bets at DraftKings are laying the points with Seattle at home. There you go.
Well, let me go over
just
my
moved
plays.
the Rams down to 2. Go ahead, DJ.
I'm gonna go ahead and go over my plays in basketball for the day before we wrap it up and get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm on the over in the Wisconsin USC game over 1. The SIU game, I got SIU -3. I also have the under 40.5 in that game. In the Mercyhurst game, I have Mercyhurst -10, and I also have Chicago State under 60.5 team total for that game. Those are my plays for the day.
Beautiful.
I'm telling you the plays.
Beautiful. I was hoping we were going to get some guests in, but I guess it didn't work out today. Usually our boy Dylan comes in with some NHL. But again, there was only 5 or 6 NHL games on today. So next week we'll see. We'll get a couple of guests on. It's going to be a full card next week. My games that I'm on today are, besides the football games, quickly, Broncos plus 4.5, and I parlayed the Rams and the Broncos. The basketball, Florida Atlantic plus 5.5. Wisconsin under 160, and Mercyhurst team total over 70.5. So that's an interesting game for us, DJ.
Yeah, I might have to jump on that over 70. I missed
over 70.5. I thought might have been a little bit higher because Mercyhurst. Would you take him? You took him -10 or something?
-10. Yeah, I took a -10.
Yeah, so there you go. That's a nice little. If they cover, they should go over 70. That's for sure.
Well, big shout out to all our people that showed up in the chat. Big shout out to those. Razor Sharp. Biggs.
We appreciate it, fellas.
We appreciate all of that. Dom Play was in here. Nunya was in here. Wine Time stopped by to say what's up. We appreciate you, Wine Time. And plenty more. So I'm sure plenty of y'all going to catch us on the remind. So we appreciate y'all. And make sure you like and subscribe and tell a friend. And hey, support the cause. Become a member, man. That's all I can tell you. But we'll be looking out for our plays every day on Who-Bangin. We got the plays jumping every day. Except for the weekends. We come on live on Sundays. We don't do nothing on Saturdays, but Monday through Fridays, you can catch a few plays every day.
Without a doubt. And we're on a streak. Today, though, the last 3 Sundays we've had a profitable Sunday. So our streak is on the line today for the 4th consecutive week. See what happens.
Let's go. Well, you ready to get out of here?
Everybody.
You want to tell them?
All I want to tell you is have a great day. Anybody dealing with this snow, I know it's in a lot more places than where I live on Long Island. So it is. I'm looking out the window now, man. It's getting worse and worse. It's one of those days where you got to go out twice. If you can't just wait. We might have over a foot. So I'm going to go out in about an hour, do a pass with everything, and then watch the games, and then worry about the rest of the snow. So that's it, man. Everybody stay safe. Razor Sharps under 22.5. Rams Seattle first half. I love it. Love that bet. Yeah, and Razor Denver +4 and over 43. Over 43. Oh, field goals. Over 43. What? GFG. What's GFG?
That's probably just a typo.
He probably did a dom. He did a typo. He did a dom.
yeah.
Anyway, everybody have a good day, man. Thanks for joining us.
We out of here.